All right, it's been a minute. Sorry for being MIA. It's just life sometimes gets in the way. Um, got lazy, but I'm back. I do want to finish the series. Thank you for whoever's watching, that you are staying with me. And I do want to finish off the series. The one thing that we didn't get to last time was changing this closed won and closed lost into just this closed stage here. And then once you go ahead and click that, we can then choose the actual closed stage. And then from there, we can then um, add our own custom LWCs for closed won and closed lost, and we could sort of build that out. So that's what I'll build in this particular video, and I think we'll probably end the series at that point. So with that, here we go. I need to get from the server what is a closed stage. So how do we do that? Maybe I do need to query this table. I can't get it from any of the existing methods that LWC provides to me. So I guess I'll just have to go ahead and create a controller class. So let's go ahead and do that. Opportunity path controller. And I do want the API name as well. The stage. That's what it says here. Yep. And call that a day. Let's just make sure. Yep, those are the two. And we'll make this cacheable. Opportunity path controller test. That is test. Make it private. Test static void. Should get opportunity stages. Should be 2. And let's just run this test. Pass. Okay, let's go ahead and commit this. And test. And now we could use it within our opportunity path. So what do I want? I want another wire here. Get opportunities, close opportunity stages. Yes. No params. Process. So data dot for each close opportunity stage. Just add it to the set. Set this dot close opportunity stages dot add. So I think I'll just add all those opportunity. Let's console.log this. Op stages data. All right. I think this is good. Bring closed opportunity stages to LWC path. And so when I generate the path items, I need to make sure that this runs after this. I guess I need a post-processing. This dot post-processing. Post-process path items. Yes. And this too, post-process path items. They're no longer the path items. These are the stages. Instead of path items here, it's really going to be op stages. And then I will make a call here. Post process path item. All right, then return because we're not. Both of these things need to be available before I start processing them. So from there, the path items. So first I filter. All right, so this will return me anything that is not closed, and then I map. But here I do need the label. Change this back to label and value. And going back down here, that value, stage.label, stage.value. And then this path items dot push const path items this path items equals path items because that's cleaner. No. All right, cannot read filter. So this is my only filter here. Or, okay, dummy. This is what happens when you try to code too fast. Perfect. Now we just have closed instead of closed one and closed lost. So that looks good. Lost to just the closed package. Now when I click on this, I do want something to pop down like we have here. For close one, I just want to show something like this. But I don't want to show it in a modal. I just want to show it down here in my coaching, which I've already worked so hard to build. Let's go ahead and do that. So div LWC else if equals is closed stage input form record update. Sure. And obviously we now have to create this closed stage input form component up closed stage input form. And here we have two API fields, record ID and just one record ID. And for now, let's just not put anything. So this is the closed stage input form, just to make sure that everything is wiring up correctly and rendering correctly. And now we need this is closed stage. So we need a getter, closed stage. So at the current step, step closed opportunity stages that has the step current step return. And this should be a private variable. And let's check this out. No, this all works. This still doesn't work because the current step is closed. Yeah, so it's not one of these. Return this dot current step is equal to closed. Great. So that works. All right, so we have a bunch of files here. I like to keep my staging area clean. Closed stage input form. Let's get our close stages. So I do want a lightning combo box. And label will be stage. Actually don't know, but what if I do this again? Select a close stage. So a placeholder here. A closed stage. Enable value none. Options handle change. Handle stage change. Really? This will be closed stage options. I could reuse my opportunity controller and just get closed opportunity stages. Perfect. Process. Get closed opportunity stages. That looks right. That looks right. And let's see, does this work? Oh, no. What happened here? So I think this should all be fine. Closed stage options should be up here. Great. Close lost, close one. Same thing here. Close one, close lost. Ordering. Order by is one. Sending. One lost. Great. Now if I choose one or if I choose lost, then something else should drop down here. So we need to handle this. Select the stage, and we could add that select the stage here. And we could do another div. Obviously, there could be multiple closed ones. There could be multiple closed lost components. So this would not work if that were the case. we would need some new getters to reference within our HTML on what component that we want to show based on the close stage. But for us, all we really need is close one. Get is close one. Just return this dot stage is close one. Close one, close lost. All right, and I need one thing actually chosen. Let's see if select the stage. Otherwise, don't show anything. All right, and then boom. Okay, so then from here, I could create my component, right? My close one component, my close lost component. If there's more than one, then we'd have to add some new getters to figure out which closed stage that we want to render. There's definitely a better way to do this than doing a bunch of if-else quote-unquote statements within the HTML. You can store this configuration somewhere else in a JavaScript file, but yeah, you're still going to run into the same issue. You still need these LWC if and else's, unless there's a way to dynamically inject a child component into LWC, which I think there is. Okay, so it is possible. You know what? This is kind of cool. I will do a future video on this because I am interested in it. But I think for now, we can just leave this as is. So it's up to the viewer to implement these components if they want. Just do a bunch of else ifs if there are more than two closed stages. And you would do the same thing within the opportunity path HTML as well. One thing you could do is you can have a default component. So say, you don't have anything special that you really want for a lot of these stages and you only want something special for two of them. You could create a generic component, maybe have that generic component list out required fields for that stage. So then you would need some sort of configuration file or something in Apex that will return you the required fields that you want to show. But it's sort of like the out of the box path. But with your solution, the custom solution, you're not limited to 5, and you could get kind of fancy with like different inputs that you could render depending on how you generate your configuration file. So it's still going to be a lot more flexible, even though it's going to be more of a generic component. So it's a lot of things that we could do there. Again, I think it's just for another future series. So I think I'm going to end it here. Let's just commit this last piece. Stage component picker. And we will call it a day. So I think that's it. I am going to drink some whiskey. I hope you all have a good night, and I will see you in the next one.